Hi, welcome back to Falling Down Garage. Welcome to episode 17 of the exterior restoration series, where we catch the house on fire right there. I still haven't replaced the siding. I was working and having a good day, working my way from left to right when that happened, and that was quite a shock to my system. I'm going to gratuitously show you a bunch of monarchs getting ready to migrate to Cape May. It's early October right now. So anyways, I hit one of my favorite books, Renovating Old Houses, something to that effect, from George Nash on Taunton Press. He talked about how the correct way to restore siding is they would have, this is like rich people way to do it, they would have carpenters come and pull the siding, pull the trim, and then they would put it on horses and remove everything down to bare wood, remove all the paint, putty, patching material, and then fix it, prime it, paint it, and reinstall it. That's the correct way to do it. As crazy as I am to be doing what I'm doing on the house, not even I can do that. I'll replace some siding like I have here that you can see, I think, in episode 13 or 14, but doing it that way, that's a bridge too far for my budget. I'm self-financing this, doing it myself with a little bit of help from my buddy Jared, but that's about it. And but the difference is you're never going to catch your house on fire doing it the way they talk about in that book. And you should get that book. It's probably my favorite book I've ever read, and it's nonfiction. But all these guys, even this little carpenter bee who otherwise would rather eat my house, are enjoying these butterfly bushes. But I was cheating using a paint iron. It was like a stove element from an electric stove. Has a shroud over it. You heat up the paint, it bubbles, you scrape it off, then you go and chase it with a sander, then you prime and paint it. Works very well, except for when it doesn't, like right up here. So follow along on this episode. You'll see how I was, just going about my business, oblivious to what could be happening, and then it happened. And the contributing factors were insect damage, red flag warning, burying the lead there, aren't I? And so when the heat element hit the insect damaged wood, for some reason that wood burns easier. I don't know the reason for it. It must have something to do with the fiber. The flammable parts must get left behind. Maybe it dries it out. I don't know. But humidity was low. We hadn't had a lot of precipitation. Introduce heat, introduce an idiot, and hilarity ensued. I got very lucky. I pull it off the house, throw it in the driveway. Didn't know that my drop cloths that were here were on fire. I was cognizant of the fact that I had a bunch of straw instead of the traditional mulch that we use nowadays, and which was also a potential food source for a fire. And I was really in trouble here, and I was by myself, didn't have a water source at the ready. It was a master class in what not to do. So you'll get to see that in this episode. Don't do this. I accept no responsibility for your actions, but you can see what happened to me and what could happen to you if you make the same mistakes I did. So follow along. We'll be right back. Thank you. We're almost going to be right back. I just think they're awesome. This is the future me telling you that whatever you're about to see, don't do this. It may not be super legal in your area. It may not be safe, or you might be about to get hurt or catch your house on fire, or possibly all of the above. Don't do this. All right, welcome back to Falling Down Garage. Getting a little bit of a late start today. I say that almost in every video. Boy, the noise is something on the weekend. I want to get my ladder set up. I'm going to work kind of small today, but I want to just try to get that yellow from there to there taken off. So I'm going to burn first, and then if I still feel like working, have the time, the energy, etc., then I'll work on sanding everything. But for now, it's just get the big stuff off. That's the plan. When you're not part of a paint crew, setup and takedown is really a time killer. So sometimes I cheat and I leave stuff up, but you know, it gets unsightly, drop cloths get wet, it's a problem. So it's picking your poison. I'm gonna put let me speak English. There was a hose bib here, probably not frost free, but the plan is I'm gonna put one back through there. I'll have to drill out all this great stuff insulation that was sprayed in there. This is gonna get a scribe. That's a different situation. I'll tell you, I really like the way this flooring turned out. Not bad. I mean, it's not perfect, but it doesn't look bad. So you can kind of see what I'm dealing with there. It's not ideal. That little patch just above those two boards, that's new. But it's only one coated, so it's up above that I'm gonna be working. So I'm gonna hurry up and get this dropped out. And then I'll get a ladder up on the house. I can't remember if I emptied this out or if this might have been the drop that had a bunch of chips in it still. Yep, it's the one with the chips. So now's the opportune time to dump it into a can, empty it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually going to cheat. I'm gonna dump everything into this clean barrel, and then I'm gonna dump the clean barrel into the dirty barrel. We're wearing a mask to do this. Whew. From one drop cloth. Glad I didn't take a shower yet today. Yuck. So that's a combination of sawdust, paint chips, ephemera. So, all right, let me get this dropped out with Public Enemy #1, and then that's not going to do a very good job. Then I'll get a ladder up on the house, and then I'm going to have to throw one on the roof too. So I did the old Evo, threw a couple up on the roof. You always, when you have this gardening to contend with, you want to throw a runner. YouTube, TikTok, etc. He calls people professional homeowners. You really should have drop cloths if you're a homeowner. Get them cheap, because you're always going to be spill stuff out of them. But they're pretty handy. Everything's an interior drop cloth until it gets used outside, and then it's no longer an interior drop cloth unless it's for heavy prep. You know how to keep them separated. They'll last you a lifetime. It's really a two-person job, but I'm an army of one. Nice day today. Really nice day. Yesterday was even better because it was warmer. Okay. you get the idea. I'm probably gonna leave this up until tomorrow because it's late already. Next is the ladder. All right, so I'm gonna drop out. I always put the runner close because it's kind of like your last line of defense. Wish I had more of these green ones. They're thicker and they're stiffer. They sort of they don't blow around as much. And no, that's what she said jokes, please. The wind's fighting me. What I'm doing right now is dangerous. Standing on drop cloths on the roof like this, I shouldn't be doing it. I don't know if I showed you this last time. So this was a dividing line in a previous version of the house. And if you look, you can see a little bit of a hump in the ridge from where the house stopped. So there used to be there's a partition wall up in the attic that you pass through. It doesn't have any plaster on it, but so this is the newest part of the house. Pretty day. Can't beat it. It is just as pretty out as it looks. I'm about to grab my bucket of scrapers here, and my mask and my eye protection and my trucker's hat, and I'm gonna climb up the house and get started with the prep. It'll take me a minute to really get moving because of the paint irons have to heat up, so we'll be back. All right, so the microphone was acting up here. What I'm showing you is this drop cloth, which I think was the first day I ever used it, was smoldering for the same reason that the house caught on fire, low-key caught on fire, is because we were under a red flag warning. So any hot paint chip that would land on that with the, the oil-based stuff, it would come down and it was hot enough to ignite these drop cloths. It was just very dangerous. I shouldn't have been doing this. It was under a red flag warning, and that's why this is so dangerous. The problem is it's this or you don't get the paint off. It just doesn't come off easily, and the restoration is so difficult because of this. So anyways, you have to be careful. You have to be careful. The show must go on. I decided to get back up on the roof once I knew everything was secure down below with the drop cloths and such. On the roof, I knew I would be right next to the paint chips, and I decided to keep scraping. And I think it was more so that I didn't get afraid of continuing to do this than anything else.
I'm hitting it here, this shit.
But it really rattled me what happened, up on my ladder there in this picture.
We're done.
In this video, excuse me. It was scary.
We're done.
It was legitimately scary and dangerous.
Well, that was fun. And you may think I'm crazy, but I'm going to see what else I can accomplish while I'm here. Oh boy, that wasn't cool. It'll give me a, well, now I have to fix it, so there's that.
This board's still on fire. So that's why this stuff is such a nightmare. Oh boy. I'm not surprised. I'm just disappointed. You just have to be so careful. It's still burnt. I could still smell it. It's driving me crazy. Yep, still smoldering. Right there. Right there. Right there. If it left unchecked, that could have gotten out of hand very quickly. That's why I don't really want to do this. I'm probably from now on just going to abrade my way through the upper. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm kind of upset. All right, we'll be back.
Coming off nice and easy. That's my ego boost after earlier. I need this adjustable ladder, the little giant copy from Gorilla, and I'll have one leg longer and I can stand up here and reach and get some leverage. Yeah, it is what it is. It's getting dark. It's just not worth it. These things scare me to death. I will do is I'll get the stuff I need to sand out of storage so that I could sort of pick this up, go from one to the other, and have it ready for primer the next time I work up here, which will hopefully be on Monday afternoon. I don't think I'm going to stop the video here, so it should be tomorrow morning when I come back, unless I get called out for work.